Hello there. So at the moment we're talking about getting started and what helps and what doesn't help and what the problems are and all that kind of stuff. So I have been thinking back about what helped me get started and what stopped me getting started. And you might not know, but I did do art at school. I did an art A-level and I got the worst grade of my life for anything. And that was a bit of a blow. But I still carried on and I went to the local college to do an art foundation course, which is what you do in this country if you want to study art. So it's a 1-year course and it teaches you again all the different techniques, the different media. And yeah, I did okay at that, but it was a bit strange. The teachers weren't very inspiring to me. I think they wanted us to be more conceptual, but they didn't teach us how to do that. I don't think anybody in the A level or in the foundation course ever explained the creative process in a way that made sense to me. They talked about sketchbooks, but I'm very 3D, so that at the time didn't seem helpful, and they didn't explain why they wanted it. They just were obsessed with it, so I got quite resistant. So yeah, if you're here with me live, welcome. Do say hello, or if you've got any comments or questions, do pop them in the comments box, and I'll get back to you. If you're watching later on, obviously you can still comment, and I'll comment later on. Yeah, so we're talking about getting started and not getting started, and I thought I'd share with you a little bit of history about how I got started or didn't get started. And yeah, so I did this art foundation course. And that's where I met ceramics, which I loved. But the whole experience left me with absolutely no confidence in my creative abilities, really. And I got no encouragement from the teachers, really. And yeah, the whole thing was kind of deflating. I think one person said the word good to me in the whole year once, and that was a passing comment from somebody as they went through the classroom. And they looked at a drawing over my shoulder, and that was it. That was like the sum total of the encouragement, and you can tell that that's what stuck. But yeah, so the whole thing was pretty deflating. And when I look back now, it seems to me like I didn't have the right teachers, and they weren't teaching me what I needed to hear personally, and I wasn't able to hear what they were trying to teach me. So there was a kind of lack of match-up. And because I didn't have the confidence, and I thought I didn't have the talent, and I wasn't good enough, and that other people would think I was not good enough, and that it mattered what other people thought, so I didn't carry on. And I suppose, when you're at school and you're at college, it is a matter of whether other people think you're good enough, because it's about passing exams and getting grades, and the measure of judgment, the measure of quality is set externally. So that's kind of a normal expectation at that stage in life. But it wasn't clear to me then, and I don't think any of the teachers or the tutors ever said, well, actually, in art, it's a bit different. It's not about passing tests and being qualified. It's about doing the work. And that's the important thing. So yeah, so I stopped because I didn't trust my own abilities. I didn't think I was good enough. And that put me off for, what's that, 20, 25 years? And I do creative stuff at home. I made cards, I made clothes, I gardened, I decorated, odd projects here and there. But for a really long time, I did hardly any creative stuff. And looking back, it was a pretty dead time in my life. Internally I was kind of flat dead. And that's why I've given this talk the title I have. The number one regret that I have is not starting sooner. And yeah, I didn't start because I didn't have faith in my own capacities, and I didn't think I could do it anyway and just see what happened. So I wanted to share that with you. And I suppose, now I say, well, talent to me is, I don't know, I don't even know what talent is. I think, we all have different strengths and weaknesses. So some are better at numbers and others are better at languages. Some people are better at, physical activity, and others are more intellectual. There are balances there. I think we all have all of them, but some people have each one more than others. So maybe some people have a kind of greater creative strength, if you like. But I really genuinely believe that making art is about being prepared to do the work and being interested and wanting to and getting up every day and doing it. And that's what matters. It's not whether you've passed a test or whether you've been to college or you've got qualified. And, maybe some of those things help if you want to have that kind of top flight career as an artist, with a gallery representation and selling work through auctions and having that kind of, that massive collector's value, if you like. But how many people get that, and who wants it? So I think for most of us, the art field is a really broad spectrum, and there's space for, I think, pretty much everybody. I mean, some people will sell more than others. Some people will get more critical recognition than others. Some people really enjoy it more than others, and some people work more than others. So it's a very broad and very flexible field. And I wish I had known that 25 years ago, because if I'd known then what I know now, I would have listened less to what I thought other people thought of me, or put less weight in their judgments and, exam grades and all that kind of stuff. And I would have listened to myself a bit more. And yeah, I knew I had that creativity in me, but I was fearful, and I let that fear stop me. So yeah, that's my number one regret, if you like. I mean, I've done other things and I've achieved things and I've learned a lot and I've got skills from doing what I did. So, I took the path I took, and that's fine. And I've learned lots, and it got me here in the end anyway. So that's fine. It's not like I'm not flagellating myself with this regret. But if I'd had more trust in my own judgment, my own creativity, the value of that to me, I'd have started a lot sooner, and I'd have made a lot more art, and life would have been more fulfilling, and I'd be happier, or have been happier for longer. So yeah, I don't want that for you. So my mission this year is to really get you started, get you creating, and get you trusting your own judgment, because that's what mattered, and doing the work because that's what matters. So that's my mission for this year, and I look forward to seeing you develop on it. So see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.